Hello YouTube, this is Nan with Stamp with Nan, and today we're going to be making a card using the Broadway Birthday stamp set, and I have the dies all over the place, but the Broadway Lights framelit set from Stamping Up. I'm hosting a class at a brewery, and I absolutely love this set, from the paper to the dies to the stamps, and I knew I needed to make this for the class. So the first thing we're going to need is I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of the lemon lime twist, cut it at 5.5, and then just folded it in half, and this is going to be our card base, okay? Then I took, and I don't even know what size this is, so I'm sorry, I'm going to have to measure this real quick. I took a piece of black cardstock at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I used, it's not even clean, I used this die from the set, and I die cutted it on the top. Okay, so we're going to adhere this down to the bottom. But down a little bit there. Okay, and this is just going to go right on the bottom, just like that, nice and flat. Then I took from the card paper, which I love. The paper's so cute. This is the back side. This is the front. It's a party, let me tell ya. And I cut a piece at 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. And we're just going to adhere that down to the bottom here. Easy peasy. Okay. And have a nice little edge and border and all that stuff. Okay, the next thing I did was I took this die out of the die set, and I cut it out of Lovely Lipstick, and I also cut it out of Whisper White. So you have the two pieces here. You're also going to end up with extra pieces you're going to end up that you can save and use for another project if you want, is the outside of the white and the inside of the Lovely Lipstick. So all we're going to do with the white one is make a stamp. We're going to take that, and you're going to need a piece of foam for these because they are photopolymer. And I took lemon lime twist ink, and you're just going to stamp it on the top. So make sure you ink it up really nice, and you're going to just stamp it right on the top. Okay? Then I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to take this. So since this piece is going to be really hard to like pop dot up, it's going to be a difficulty you probably really don't want. I'm just going to use some wet glue if I can get it open. Maybe. And I am just going to glue this down. So I love beer. I love craft beer. Significant other had gotten me into it. I never used to like beer before, but something about craft beer there's so many flavors, there's so many different types of a flavor, and it's just fun, you know. You go to a brewery, you hang out for a couple hours, play some games with some friends, chill, try a couple different beers, and it's awesome. It's not awesome for your waistline, but it is delicious. So I thought paper crafting, one of my favorite things in all the world, and beer, sign me up. All right, so I'm just going to place this kind of in the middle here. Since I didn't over glue it or anything like that, I'm going to press down just to make sure. This little daddy-o is definitely going to be pop dotted up. because we want some dimension. And I had stamped it twice just to make sure it was going to work. So I'm not putting the wrong end down. And I always use every bit of my dimensionals that I can. Why not? Just because it's not a little square or what have you, like who cares? So we're gonna pop dot this up so we just have some dimension. And I'm not gonna put the wish down beforehand, and I'll tell you why, because there's gotta be some placement. At least for me, and the way my brain works, I need to visually figure out what I'm doing. So yeah, that didn't stick very good. Let's put that down. This is just gonna go in the center, just like that. So you're gonna do make a wish. And then wish, don't lose your eye, the point of the eye. Like, I think that's gonna be the only issue I have. So I wanna make sure that this fits. And I wanna do it on an angle, because I think that's just kind of fun and whimsical and like cute. But you don't want it, see how the H is going up above the card? We cannot have that because we want it to go into an envelope. So it's going to go something like that. So I'm going to take my wet glue again. And this is just some random wet glue I got from England. I'm not totally impressed with it. It works, but I'm not like super in love with it. See. Let's see. Probably right there. No stress, no stress, no stress. And then, oops. I'm gonna make sure, so I'm not gonna do the top or the end of the H, but I can do the other parts of the letters, so you just gotta kind of know where you're gonna put your glue. So, I still love art glitter glue, it's my favorite. Only issue with it is the cap gets gummed up, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I forgot. And so I've got to go put some hot water and get that cleared up. So, and like so. And then you got the little eye. I'm sure there's a technical term for this, and if you have it, please leave it in the bottom. Help me out in my class so I don't look like a total dummy, you know? Okay, so there is the front of our card. Absolutely freaking in love with it. So now we gotta do something on the inside. So I gotta cut a piece of Whisper white cardstock at 4 and 5 1/4 probably. So I'm gonna cut it at 5 1/4. So I cut it at 5 1/4 by 4, just so we still have the green poking out. So, and we're gonna stamp on this because why not? Something I like about crafting and paper crafting and everything, it's just paper. If it doesn't work out or something screws up, start over. Like, it's not the end of the world, you know? So, do it again. So now this is Stazon Ink, so it's stained. This helpful tip, all you need to do is get magic eraser and magic eraser it, and it'll be fine. So let's do the candle again. So and then the flame, which I put the flame away, I think. Okay. Alright, he's going to be to the left a little bit. I'm not worried. Right? Flames are all over the place all the time, right? Okay. Now my hands are a complete and utter mess right now, and I hope to God I do not get fingerprints on something. Okay, then we're just going to adhere this to the inside. And look, nobody's going to know you have a mistake on the back of your paper. It's just not going to happen. There we go. So, all right. So there is our card for the brewery class, and I am super in love with it. It is so cute. So check down below for the blog. I'll tell you all the measurements and everything. I don't do anything fancy with the blog. I literally just put the measurements down for you, and products that I use and where you can get them. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you are crafting something amazing, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.